to our channel. This is Emily.
And Tommy.
And today we have a special guest. We have Kim Goldstein, who specializes in honeymoon destination, weddings, and family vacation. But today we're going to focus on honeymoons.
Yay!
Yay!
And Kim is with Journeys. She is a fabulous travel agent that deals a lot with some of the clients that we have looking for awesome vacations all over the globe. And she's been to a lot of these places too. We're going to chat about that as well.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to ask her a few questions just to kind of know everything about her. So I'll start off. And the first question is, how long have you been planning amazing honeymoons for?
I have been doing this over 14 years. So
wow, I didn't know that.
I know. It's hard to believe.
So when you think about all of the trips that you've planned from beginning to end, I guess a good ratio, a good cross-section, how many of those are honeymoons? How many deal with couples after their wedding for their honeymoon?
No, a large portion of my business is honeymoons. And any type of romance vacation, because that even goes a little beyond that. We celebrate lots of anniversaries and fun things like that. But for romance travel, I would say it's about 60 to 65% of my business.
So a good chunk.
A good chunk, yes.
And we love that.
Yes.
Our next question is, what is the most popular destination?
Well, the one I get asked about a lot, I get a lot of Hawaii questions, and with a good mix of Tahiti too. Those destinations, they are, they take a little longer to get to, the airfare is a little bit more expensive. So from an interest perspective, definitely high on the list. And of course, I have to mention Greece as well. So Greece is also, I think, an Instagram favorite right now.
Wow.
So that is definitely one that I get asked about a lot. Now, what people actually book is totally different, just mainly because of budgets and schedules. And we do our best to work with people to understand what their needs are and try to figure out why they may have wanted to go to Hawaii, but they can't take 10 days of vacation, and how we can kind of recreate that situation a little closer to home, maybe a little more economical if that's what they want. And I would say our most popular honeymoon destinations by far would be Mexico, Jamaica, and St. Lucia, as far as being more East Coast bound.
Those all sound awesome. When we start thinking about some of those trips, is it true that you've visited a lot of these places already?
Yes, of course. We spend a lot of time traveling. I am typically traveling at least once, if not multiple times within a month, to Mexico and the Caribbean. Done multiple trips to Hawaii. I'm definitely not there monthly as it's a little farther away, but they're pretty regularly enough to keep in touch with how the resorts look, meeting with general managers to ensure that my clients have the best experience there. When one of my clients books really any destination with me, they're not just another internet booking. I'm advising the general manager, hey, I've got so-and-so and so-and-so coming in for their honeymoon.
That personal touch a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's completely different than that reservation sliding in under the radar just as another internet booking.
Well, we do have a little surprise for everybody. And right now we're just going to put up some pictures of places Kim has been to let you know where you can go and to make you jelly a little bit, because that's what they're going to do. So we're going to look at those right now.
All right, welcome back. We hope you enjoyed those awesome pictures. So our next question is, tell us a little bit about the pricing and what the fee to book is.
So the good news is there is no fee to book with us. We do not charge any sort of booking fee. You don't pay any more than you see online with the hotel. Sometimes it's often less because we do have discounted package air and things like that. Plus we know the tricks of the trade and we know how to navigate the system and get maximum value for our clients, which is the best part. So yeah, there's no fee.
That's amazing. But when we start thinking about actually traveling outside of the United States, passports have to be involved. Tell us a little bit about that. Who needs a passport, when you need one, about how long it takes to get one. Fill us in a little bit on that.
Sure. Everybody needs a passport, basically. If you are leaving the United States, you do need a passport book, not a passport card. Even if the passport office tells you that, you need a passport book. The only thing the cards are used for is, for example, if you're crossing the border by car, you would need the card. But everything else, when you're traveling by airplane, you do need a book. In general, in a normal time, they take, I would say, about 6 to 8 weeks. Don't wait till 6 to 8 weeks before your wedding, though. Get those done early. You just go on the website, you fill out some forms, print them off, you make an appointment at the post office, and you go in and get that passport. They'll take your photos and have very specific documentation. So it's actually pretty easy to do. And for US passports, they do last 10 years. So if you're planning on traveling for your honeymoon and you're like, oh, I have that passport, I took this trip a while ago with my family, please pull it out, double check it, make sure it's not expired, because if it's expired and you show up at the airport, unfortunately, you will not be going on that honeymoon with your new spouse. So make sure you double check it before you travel.
And the passport would need to be good valid for the entire time. Like it can't be valid the day you leave and then expire 2 days into your
Right. And we actually recommend that it's valid for up to, or at least 6 months after the date you return.
That's safe.
Certain countries have that rule, and we find that a lot of the ones we use don't necessarily have it right now, but they kind of go back and forth, and it's just better to have it that way. We don't want to run into any issues.
A lot of good information to know right there.
All right, last question. What's the advantage of using you and Journeys Inc.?
So the biggest thing is that you have someone on your side. You are working with me and my team, and we have excellent resort contacts. We are very familiar with all the companies and how they work. And because the volume we book, we have a little bit of pull, and we can really get things done if something is wrong and need to get it taken care of. Probably the most important part is you have someone that you're working with from start to finish. And by finish, I mean the minute you return from your trip, not before you leave. So we're there with you all the way. If you have an issue during travel, we're there to help. We also have access to a 24/7 emergency line. So if you have an issue in the middle of the night and our office is closed, they have full access to your reservation and help guide you through and just make sure that everything is taken care of, which is typically an air issue. So, we're here to help you all the way, and make sure too that you're choosing the right resort. That's the most important part. Oftentimes I hear people say, oh, my friend loved this resort. Well, you may not like to travel like your friend. And it's important that you pick something that's the best fit for you. And looking online, let me go, but not right now. Oh, and they didn't show that bathroom or how that pool looks. They only showed the good
power
one.
of a picture.
So that's the thing with us. Yeah, you can really get that firsthand knowledge, and we keep up with the industry changes and know what's going on, so we know what a resort should look like.
Well, with the length of time that you've been doing it, I would imagine that you have close contacts on a lot of your favorite resorts, where when your clients go, when and if they book with you and everything's planned, they're probably treated like royalty a little bit.
In many cases, they are. And again, most importantly, going back to, if there's a problem, those are the people I'm texting real quick going, hey, we got a problem here. And they take care of it. And that's the most important part, because if you're not working with a travel advisor, you're calling an international call center, and those people don't know who you are, and they know nothing about your booking other than what's on the page. And that
right there is enough. I think for a lot of people, just the comfort
and especially
safety net.
For sure. And if you're traveling during like a weather event or any type of event, I don't know, sometimes getting through to the airlines, you can't get through. Sometimes their phone numbers are just dead air because they're getting so much volume. Mm-hmm. So that's where we do the work for you.
Well, that's awesome. I think that's a lot of really great information for the people who watch our channel in regards to getting past that hump of where should we go and what should we do. Really, you just need to stop right now, look behind Kim. She's got all of her contact information right there. which is awesome. Emily and I are a little jealous. Not gonna lie. And just give Kim a call or an email, or look up her website. Personally, I know what kind of, I was going to talk about this. Personally, I know what kind of services you receive because I am currently planning, it's not a honeymoon, don't get excited, but I'm currently planning a trip to London with Kim. So I'm very, very excited about that. Maybe after it's all over, Kim, we'll have you back on and we'll talk a little bit more about what you do, tying in some fun pictures and stuff that I took on that trip too. That sounds fun.
It does. I hope to see one with the Queen, of course. I would expect nothing less.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. My curtsy is out of shape. I'm telling you. But anyway, again, everybody, give Kim a look up on the internet or give her a call and send her contact information from her website. And if you like what you see, make sure you, as always, you like and subscribe to our channel. And if you want to, leave a comment. I think right now I want to put some more fun pictures up because I know I follow Kim on Instagram. I know that she's got 1 million of them. So we're going to take advantage of that right now. And if Kim, if you want to provide some pictures to add in this at this point with you in them, I think that would be really cool too.
Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in our next video. Bye.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye.